welcome to episode 26 of the BMF Reverberation podcast on the Konfidence in the Klutch network. New media, energy up, health is wealth, y'all. Thank y'all for joining me again. Thank you for joining us again. Y'all already know where we at right now. What we know so far, previously on BMF, you know where we starting at last episode. What we got for is episode 308. Duffy tells Meech Angel's been with Glock since he left for the loot. Meech says she's just hustling like everyone else. Jen lets Brian know she's undercover, infiltrating Henry's operation. Brian is after Henry's cousin, Tyson, and he kills him. Charles Spot plays in the band with the shit. Lucille pumps him up to a manager, and he know how to write, who gives him a business card. And I got a new stance on that now. We're going to get into it later on. I got a new stance on Lucille now, just from that piece right there. Claude gets killed by Remy. Adrian warns Meech that Glock has something planned for him, against him. Glock sends his right-hand man to kill Meech, and Meech ends up killing him. And Meech wants T to meet him in Miami to see a new mechanic for new stash spots in the vehicles. Current episode, Death Trap. Synopsis: Meech and Terry travel to Miami to meet with a mechanic known as Francois. Glock and the MKs welcome the Flannery brothers in true Miami fashion. Despite the interference, the brothers escape, determined to accomplish the American dream of young niggas move that dope. Move that dope, move that work, baby. All right, we strapped in. Let's go back in the tuck with the hotness. Konfidence in the Klutch Productions in this biat. All right. Recap of 309. Mental health trigger warning to start out the pod for the show, right? So we know something happened up in there, and we'll get to it later. Trigger warnings and shit, right? Episode starts off, we see young Meech and T at a beach in the D talking about going to Miami and all the Scarface shit and all that one day and doing it big like Tony Montana. Fast forward to an older Meech and T who they man's the boxer cat Mac said Francois is referral only, and Matt gonna help him out, but he got to meet him and interview him and shit like that. All right. So they were talking about how all their business is shut down in the A due to the Red Dogs, and Meech said the Red Dogs shut down Detroit, Ohio, and STL because they can't get their shit from Atlanta up there, or they got to get the work to Atlanta to distribute it across the country. Because if I'm not mistaken, remove every drug dealer off of Georgia streets, or remove every drug dealer out of Georgia. That's a Georgia task force, not federal. So I knew they touched on the federal indictments going around that they're trying to make moving that dope a federal crime. But something wasn't right with that whole Detroit, Ohio, and STL is shut down unless they saying since they can't get shit through the A, they can't get shit to the rest of their people. Then that makes sense. And the Red Dogs shut down the A, so they can't get their shit to other people. As I digress. All right. Hey, yo, I was salty in the bitch when I seen Markeisha walk her ass on the pool, right? Like, yo, like you bugging out, man. This is you know we down here for. This ain't like playtime and bring our girls and all this shit down here. And Meech is like, yo, for real, like, yo, this is a work trip, fam. She said, hello, Meech. And he ain't say shit. You know what I'm saying? Meech. Hello, Meech. You know what? We toasted to that. Don't say shit to her ass, Meech. La, la, la. But their character, Markeisha, we ain't rolling with Markeisha, man. We going to take a sip to that. It's a little bit. Cognac Friday today. You know what I mean? Then she like, can you put sunscreen on me, baby? I don't want to get sunburned. Like she's bold in the motherfucker. Like, she got to read the room. She know what it is. So they end up meeting Mac at the club, and they see Angel dancing, and T is like, "Ain't that Angel? What the fuck she doing down here?" She's dancing for the MKs at the club. So I'm thinking, like, is she for everybody? Or they're protecting her for Glock? But they all right there enjoying the show, like, yeah, and all this shit. And she sees Meech like, oh. And the MK's looking like, who you looking at? The way she looked at him, and they see Meech, and they show they straps like, yeah, nigga. So And Meech talking about, yeah, man, we ready. He like told Mac, like, yeah, man, we ready to 1-2 they asses. You know that right hand, G, that Meech got. You know what I'm saying? He'll fight any motherfucker with this right hand right here that Meech got, nigga. But they got the drop on him, no nigga. And then they got up out of there, you know what I'm saying? T is pissed. They went to a meeting in a death trap behind enemy lines, and that's how the show starts off and shit. Then we go into at least you can wish me luck. That needs to be up for like theme song awards, because talking about the dope game and all this shit, and you know what I'm saying, like, you don't want to fuck with me and it's fucked up, but at least you could wish me luck, and like did I do well and get out alive? You know what I'm saying? And don't go to jail type shit. Like, you know what I mean? That's a hell of a song for a dope Dylan, you know what I'm saying, drama series. Like, wish me luck, man. And I go hand to hand, you run the grand, holler at me, man. You know what I'm saying? You really, when you think about shit, man, 50 a motherfucker, man. 50. Shout out to 50. We see Jen going to Brian's after that, right? Brian told Jen he killed Tyson. No doubt. He had to. Shout out to Kev. Much love, Kev, right? So Jen is pissed, but Brian says, I'm giving you transparency, then you know what the fuck it is. And he is. So Jen was like, where the body at? He's like, I got the body stashed somewhere and shit. You know what I'm saying? And Jen wants to bug Henry to catch her saying from doing some shit like dope. But my question is this. When did BMF turn into power? Right? All these police games and bugs and undercover shit. When did BMF turn into power? You know, it's the power script, right? But at the same time, I gotta chill, because the police storylines and the crookedness of the law go hand in hand in the dope game, spanning the different eras. So I gotta chill. But that show was like, hold up, fam, this shit like power and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, B? That's just the game. Man, it's just the game. I just played to play. Markeisha wants to go to the Tropicana market and all this shit, and Tia's like, nah, stay at the resort, B. You can't go nowhere. Shit done got funky. You got to stay there. We got beef. For your safety, like, stay here. And she like, nah, I can handle myself. And if you don't want to be with me on vacation, fine, I'll be fine by myself. We are not on vacation. T, what did you tell this woman? What did you tell her? You told her we going to Miami on vacation, or we going to Miami because I got to go handle some business with my brother. And when I'm done with that, we can kick it. So if you want to go and sit in this hotel room, because I can't guarantee you I'm going to be around like that, because I got to go handle some business with my brother, you can come. But don't be sweating me when I get down there. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. Check that shit in. You know what I'm saying? Check that shit in. So, you know, my thing is, what? Who the fuck you talking to? And then you check that shit in. I would have sent her ass back home right then and there. Like, you know what, babe? I'll bring you back another time. Here's a flight. Go back, because I don't need this shit. I'm under enough stress. Motherfuckers pulling straps out on us all the time. Like, I ain't even trying to do that. Because I'm telling you, the confidencers and the clutchers out there, I'm telling you, she needs to go. She needs to go. She stresses T out too much, then fucks his brains out, and he can't. Man. Where are motherfucking kids at anyway? Shit, you know what I'm saying? The shit is not worth it, hood. You know what I'm saying? I've been watching too much Drewski could have been record shit where they had Crip Mac on there, and he 5'5" Crip and all this shit, and hood, and watch that shit, man. Like episode 2 of the could have been record shit on YouTube. Watch that shit. Drewski, you get free promo from this shit. Meech comes in and tells T he has Francois' address, and Francois is mad that they missed the meeting, but it's all good. And then Sin Loco is have called Meech, and he having them drive their shit back from Miami to Atlanta. Damn, just bam, 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 bam. Issues hitting their ass right in the fucking face, B, right? I wish you can wish, at least you can wish me luck. You know what I'm saying? So we see the MK's funeral for T'Chaka. And some cat came and told Glock we saw the man that killed him, and he's in Miami and shit, right? And like, man, straight heat, right? What I like was the Haitian burial and all that shit. You know, that's African traditional religion and shit. So how they bury you, that's dope. Like, I like that. His guy asked about Angel, and Glock was like, yo, she's a businesswoman. However, follow that snake. So I'm like, her ass better be careful before her clock runs out and shit, right? So Remy is talking to this cat, hopped in the whip with him, right? And he talking about the indictments is in, MKs are not a problem. However, Meech is, because Meech got that pure weight, and we ain't got that pure weight, so he's always gonna be a problem. So then, like, that's what Claude was talking about, man. We got to get that pure weight. And Remy like, fuck that. He's an outsider. We keeping it that way. We ain't fucking with no niggas unless they from Atlanta. So Remy has to know this non-aligning, this non-competing clause he's creating for his crew with Meech from the jump was his worst move, because it got Ty Washington killed. However, you have to respect his morals and allegiance to himself and the city of Atlanta. He's a stand-up nigga for the A. I ain't fucking with no out-of-towners. That's real. So we see Charles at the with the thing with the finger. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Charles is playing the shit out of that 3-finger shit, nigga. Like, sounded good as fuck. That shit was cold. So the band members like, man, they giddy and shit. Like, hold up, fam. Asked him to go on a 6-week tour with him with the Christian rock band gospel choir brothers group shit, right? Charles talk about, man, I don't think I could take off work that much. They're like, nigga, you gonna get paid, nigga. You going to the finest restaurants, nigga, sleeping in the hotels, nigga. We get money. We get the, what this shit gonna be, man. We might get a residency in Memphis, all this shit, man. So come on, come play this music, get paid, and have fun doing this shit. Like, man, hell yeah, I'm out, G. You're good. They basically like, nigga, you are good. Come on with it. So my thing is, Charles, follow your dreams. Let Lucille do her. And don't blow this opportunity for you doing you, pimp. So we see Meech and T meeting Francois. T likes his artwork, like this machine man he made and shit, robot looking ass motherfucker. And T offered him 200, offered him $50K more for her, because Francois was like, T was like, how much this shit cost? Francois was like, this shit costs like 200. And he's like, I'll give you 250, like, you know what I mean? And Francois was like, money don't move me, motherfucker. Like, it don't. You know what I'm saying? But T gave him some dough on GP, like, hold this then, man. We'll be back with the rest of his shit. When he's walking out, he said, I got a surprise for his ass to win him over, right? That's what he said. And I was hoping it's not Marquisha, but shit, give her ass to talk shit. Fuck Marquisha right now. Fuck Marquisha. Oh, everything. Can't stand her. Can't stand her character. All right, so, hey, Charles comes in the crib, right, looking goofy as fuck. All this shit and shit, walking low as fucking the ground, like he trying to sneak up on us. Ta-da, motherfucker. What the fuck Charles be on, fam? He told Lucille he wants to go on tour. I told Lucille, I want to go on tour and I want you to go with me, baby. You know, we can rekindle our shit and see the shit we haven't seen and eat good and all this shit. And she like, nigga, she like, you want me to go for the detriment of your family? And I'm like, huh? Like, damn. And Charles is like, you want to stay with Maurice. You know what I'm saying? Like, Lucille is bold as fuck, man. So, like, Charles got to let her go right now, because this new creation for her is not working for Charles. See, the old woman that wasn't disrespecting him like this shit was working. Ain't no motherfucker fucking with nobody just gonna blatantly just disrespect them. They got low self-esteem and low self-confidence in themselves. Listen, it's gonna hurt, baby, for me to leave you for a minute, but I gotta rebound because whoever I get gonna be new to me. So the newness of that shit gonna make me forget the oldness of your shit. You know what I'm saying? How you feel about that? Let me know about that in the comments, y'all. Her newness gonna make me forget your oldness. Her newness gonna make me forget your bullshit. And then, no, I ain't gonna even start. So, now, when we talking about Lucille's character arc and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I can't believe she told him, you just want me to go for the detriment of your family. I seen that shit. I paused that shit like, whoa, wait a minute, fam. Now you're pushing up the wrong tree, Lucille, now. But this shit is not a good look for her character arc. I mean, they're changing her hairstyle to some jazzy shit and everything now. Like, I get it. She's trying to, It's that struggle. Like, I need to be better than what I did. And what people don't understand the message and shit. We'll get to the message later. But I understand now why Lucille made sure to tell the promoter or the manager of the band, man, when she went to see Charles, like, he can write too, to let Charles, because she know Charles dreams. So really what she want Charles to do is follow his dreams, and she's trying to follow hers through Maurice shit, to be honest with you. She's trying to line herself with a rich baby daddy now. Ain't that what most women do and want? While Charles got to go do the hard work and follow his shit, he ain't trying to be with the woman. Like, it's foul, but it is what it is. Charles, you don't have to compete. That's what I would say. Listen to Lucille, because she's trying to help you. And it's just like it's his dream. It's not about us, like he said. And fuck Reese, nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck up out of there, Charles. So we see the MKs following Angel and shit, right? We see the MKs following Angel, making sure she goes to the strip club and shit. So she knows she in trouble. She keep looking at shit. We see Henry at the gambling spot, and her uncle came in about Tyson not answering and all this shit. And her uncle, like, you know, the Chaldean stepped off, and they being supplied by T now. And she like, fuck. You know, y'all know how Henry talking shit. Fuck though. So Jen is there, and she tried to place a bug in the handle of her cane and shit. But she's like, come on, baby, let's get out of here. Let's get somewhere more comfortable. And she get Henry to leave. Like, she was sitting on that couch and shit, and I'm like, damn, Jen kind of strapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? Jen tells her story to Henry. Oh, I'm a cook. I'm a cook. And Henry was trying to ask, was it a family thing or whatever? And she's like, make me a drink, baby. And Jen gets the bug into the handle, right? So the difference is, now, Henry was rough on hoes, right? But Henry is very gentle with Jen because of the mental health shit. And she was like, you know, is that how you got those marks on your arms from cooking? And all this shit, right? In that kitchen. And Jen is playing that shit off real good, but Jen kind of liking Henry too. That's what we ain't gonna say, but we gonna say it. Jen liking Henry because that ain't undercover. That's benefits, right? She's going in real fucking deep. Like, and y'all seen Henry, right? So lesbian women saran wrap their breasts to make them smaller. Not saran wrap, fuck y'all. Ace bandage that shit. Shit saran wrap, ace bandage shit. So, you know, Jen was took her shit off and shit like that. Like you ain't a man to me. You a woman. I want a woman, Jen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all see, did y'all peep all that? Did y'all peep all that? Jen was like, shit, it's my first time being with a woman like you. So Jen don't get turned out, G, because you know what Henry did, went straight to the I'm snacking. And fucking she got snacking, nigga. She got snacking on Jen shit, man. Crazy the motherfucker. All right. Angel went to see Meech on the beach, right? Angel thick than a motherfucker, y'all. For real. She nice, and she the right thick too. Angel got to be like 5'4", nigga. 5'5", maybe. 5'3", shit. She a little thick motherfucker. She said Glock is following her, and she tired of this shit, and she don't want to fuck with her no more. Meech knows what's up. Told her no one will hurt her when he's around and all this shit, and hugged her, kissed on her forehead and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, he knows that she got feelings for him. She's like, you here because you got feelings for me. Like, you love me type shit. You know what I mean? She got on his lap and did something to his thing. You know what she was doing? She's riding that nigga on the beach. He had the gun all out and shit. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So Meech went back to the hotel and told Marquisha to stay here with Angel. Of course, Marquisha hating ass, I don't have to listen to you, Meech, type shit. Fucking bird. Meech is like, if you want to see your boys, listen, bitch. You know what I'm saying? You check her ass then, Meech. And he gave Angel a burner. He's like, you know how to work this, Angel? Yeah, nigga, bitch. Marquisha asked him, T, where's mine? Man, folks, fucking Bird, man. And the boys went and got Francois his money. And they asked Francois why he's packing up. He's like, shit, to get away from Riff Raff like y'all, I ain't in the game with all this shit, man. Y'all niggas dangerous. So Meech offered him, like, if you moving, why don't you move to Atlanta? Shit, we got some shit to do. We can outfit all these vehicles and we can be rolling. And he said, open up the garage door, fam. And when you open up the garage door, Hoop came in and brought a Porsche. He was talking about, man, how you get that car in this night? Man, we from the D. We can get any car we want. It's a conversation away. And they had the Porsche, right? Like, this is a gift for you for fucking with us. Man. And they brought in the crew with the minivans, and the vans need to be fitted and shit. And T was like, we want what Mac had, but we need them stashes to be bigger to fit all this shit. And Meech had one of them sides to, hey T, let me holler at you for a minute. And they hey T, let me holler at you for a minute. And they go like right here, hey T, you know what I'm saying? Good shit, dog. And right? So the boys got a plan, and Meech says when they get to work, they're sleeping with it until they can get out of town. Man, you know how much pressure and stress that is to be out of town knowing these motherfuckers want to find you this day city, and you don't know if they got any connections with dog. Man, that's a lot of stress right there, right? So we see Lucille out with Reese, and she doesn't want to eat. I just, no, Lucille, you out with me. I don't fuck about your husband. What the fuck are you talking about? But Reese is a great guy, but great guys finish last. And she talks to Reese about, you know what I'm saying, this dance we're doing, it's getting to me. What dance? You the one that's dancing. This dance, motherfucker? You the only motherfucker dancing. You the one that's doing the shit. Manipulative ass. I'm telling you, dog. Lucille asked, why'd you pick a restaurant with a hotel? Throwing them the lob, right? So he gave her a hotel key room, like, yeah, and told her, you're going to have to make a decision, baby. You know what I'm saying? All sweet little games. Yeah. Just, that's what he was giving her all that shit, right? Because he went up to the room, he got to taking his shit off and shit. And she tried, but I can't do this. I'm still married. You're doing a lot of shit that you ain't supposed to do. You're still married, Lucille. Fuck it. Give him the cooch. Shit, at this point in time. So Reese dropped her, Lucille, I love you. And I'll wait. Like, man. That's out of here, nigga. Damn, nigga. She's not even going to leave her husband, OG. You know that, right? Because she got to get a divorce. You still got to wait till you get a divorce to get some cooch. 2, 1. You still gotta wait till she get divorced, son, to get that coochie you pursuing persona. I don't know, I'm grounded with the shit that you want. You should have bought a new bitch and leave that old hoe alone. Leave that old hoe alone, man. She gonna drag you out and you gonna be in the ball. Hey, you gonna be by yourself, man. And I don't even know about the mother, man. There's a little bounce with this shit, nigga. I don't know about the shit that you want, nigga. You sweating, you can go and buy a bitch every day of the week, nigga. You weak. Nicole at home in the bed with Breeze and shit. Hold up. Because when Charles was talking about, we can leave, and Nicole's old enough to stay here by herself for 6 fucking weeks, nigga. While Mom be out working fucking with Reese, nigga, y'all doubt it. So Charles come home and shit asking, Lucille, nigga. That shit ain't funny. So Breeze hid behind Nikki door and shit. And why you didn't say shit? I was studying. I was sewing and studying. And like, where your mom at? Nigga, she out with Reese. She out with Mr. Reese. Like, oh. He like, fuck it, we going out to eat. And then Breeze sneak out and shit. Like, yo. What I don't agree with Nikki Bevan being on the first floor and she was the girl. Or either Breeze went on the porch. It looked like he just hopped right out and shit. It didn't look like he had to climb on some shit or jump down and shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know though, but whatever. So Francois break down the car and shit. And how he put the stash in the car, his big metal box and shit. He breaks down the cars and makes the stash part of the car and puts the car back together and shit. That's some real shit. Meech brought into work. That got to take a lot of time, but he know what he doing, right? Jen and Brian listen to the bug and shit. Jen says she wants her badge back, but can't trust anyone at the precinct and shit. And Brian knows they're doing this for Kevin and Kobe. That's what we're doing this shit for. Charles and Nicole talk about her and they go out to eat. They at T's restaurant and shit. Charles and Nicole talk about her, and she tells her dad, I got a boyfriend and all this shit. And Charles didn't trip and asked about him, and she was geeked and shit. Like, mom's sweating her about it and shit. Like, so Charles told her he was about her age when he met her mom. And Nikki did, and I'm glad they put this piece up in there, because Nikki was like, so are you saying you wish you never met mom? Because when you say, I don't want you making the same mistakes I had by having children younger, that's telling that child that they were a mistake. And what child wants to walk around knowing they were a fucking mistake, right? You don't do that. You don't do that. He told her time is on her side, and she has a lot of time to, give her body up, whatever the fuck she want to do. But she needs to know herself first before she even try to learn somebody else and be somebody to somebody else. And Nikki like, I'm good. I'll never let a motherfucker treat me the way you did mama. Like, damn. She told the nigga, I'll never let Breeze treat me the way you did mama. Damn. Charles took the hate though. She's like, Dad, I apologize. He's like, no, you meant that shit though. You meant that shit. He's like, you meant that shit though. We good. He went and played the song. I know, baby. You know what I'm saying? He took the hate though. Played the classic and danced with Nikki and shit. They stepped and shit and did their shit. So Nikki encouraged him, great daughter, to go on tour due to the fact that is what he's good at. No doubt, Nikki. Promote your father, man. When you know your father got a talent, promote that shit, man. I'm glad they put that up in there. Shit, man. Oh, shit. I ain't played this beat in a while. Francois gave them the details on opening up the stashes, right? Man, this fire. Meek said, man, shit. Man, fire. Hey, y'all got to give me a minute for. Oh, shit. Man, yeah. Welcome to the motherfucking Power Hour. Real love in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Welcome to the Player Hour, man. Come holler at me, Pierre. Yo. Meek said if they control distribution, they control the whole board, right? Francois gave them details on how to open up stats. They can charge their own price and all that shit. Hey, yo, this is BMF. This is the BMF I wanted. When I watched this part, I said, this is the BMF I wanted to see all season. Fuck all that other fluff shit, and I get it, but add that gangster shit, because this is a history lesson, right? This is about better stash spots to move your shit across the country. We ain't got no planes and shit. We ain't got no boats and shit at this point in time, but how we moving, and we going nationwide, moving our shit in our vehicles, in our stash spots that niggas can't get to, man. I want to see that shit. Remy's guy comes back through and gives intel on Meech in Miami. They bringing back some weight. Angel down there and Duffy down there. How they getting all this information? How they know? He said Meech probably bringing back that pure weight. Man. So Blaze IDs Tyson's body at the morgue and shit, right? And Henry comes in, is distraught like a motherfucker, right? Blaze says he will handle the pushback. I got this shit. You don't do a motherfucking thing. And they were like, where you find him at? He was found in location. Brian left his ass outside of T's restaurant. Boom, 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 boom. Genius. Let T and Henry take each other out, right? Then go up the chain to Amberson's dad, who was a councilman, to take out the crooked cops and get these motherfuckers and get their jobs back. T returns to the ladies, right? They eating. Markeisha's mad. You were gone for 2 days, T. T sent her ass home as he should. Shout motherfucking. Yeah, send her ass home, B. Send her ass home. He told her they have to drive back to work to the A, given everything that's going on fucking down here. We almost got killed and all types of shit, man, down here. We got to get our shit and get the fuck up out of here. Markeisha tried that divide and conquer shit. You listen to your brother now. You got to do what he tells you to do. And what you mean you got to drive back? Bosses don't drive. Your goons drive. Your minions drive and all this shit. Right? Then I get it. You brought me down here just because you thought you thought I was gonna be fucking Vince. I don't want to fuck Vince and all that. Markeisha brings up, I almost died over this, and when I was in that hospital bed, man, listen. Then Markeisha stepped off. Man, thank you. Click. Team. Hey, everybody take a drink. Y'all down with me? Y'all know I can't stand Markeisha punk ass. Thank you. Bye. T don't go back. Then she said, yeah, you can go back to Lawanda. What she say? What she say? You can go back to Lawanda with her breast milk titties and shit. Like, bitch. Like LaWanda said, bitch, I'm always gonna be queen. I'm always gonna be top dog. T, don't go back, big. We taking a shot. We taking a sip for Markeisha being gone, man. All my confidences, all my clutches, man. Get you something. I gave y'all enough time. We taking a sip for Markeisha being gone, man. Hell yeah. Woo! I'm happy. But he gotta watch her though, because she's a snake. So we see the MKs roll up at the hotel, right? And they all walking out. T, Meech, and Angel. And they coming in from everywhere. Glock standing by the door. These motherfucking Haitians just running around fast in the motherfucker. And they get around to the side of the room. And they're like, man, my car right there. We can get to the car. So they run and Angel drop her purse. Because Glock turned his back and walked that way. Angel dropped her purse, and T kept booting it. Meech make sure Markeisha got out. Angel got out. And then he fired folks in this shit. He fired Glock in this shit, and they get to tussling this shit. And then Meech, the niggas get to dumping baka. And then Meech able to get out while they dumping this shit. It's like 6 niggas baka. And one of the motherfuckers, one of the Glock's guys hit Glock. So now T, Meech, and Angel really can get the fuck out. T gets to Francois, and everybody is out rolling, right? We see Lucille and Charles talk, and that was a great scene. We see Lucille and Charles talk about Charles leaving and going to the thing. Charles is still hard-headed than the motherfucker, worrying about Lucille going. She tells Charles, I think I'm in love with Maurice. We're going to have another drink. For another sip of this fine cognac. We're going to have another sip for Lucille, believing in what she want to believe in, making sure her husband's straight, and doing what the fuck he need to do to start believing more in himself and telling the truth. We're going to have a smaller the taste. Motherfucker, don't waste. I ain't don't haste. Nigga, you be hating on me. I don't give a fuck. My confidence is in the clutch, G. Gon' grab that toolie in that ratchet, put it to your chest. Tell a motherfucker we the best. We the Midwest. Niggas didn't know about this shit. We took it past the test. Motherfuckers didn't know without no vest. Headshots, get you in your fucking melon. Niggas didn't know. Ask that bitch what type of pussy she's selling. Oh. Yeah, let's get it. Where I'm at, y'all. Charles says, you giving up on me? And she says, if she stays, she's giving up on herself. Woo! That shit cut like a motherfucker. Man. Woo! Shit. He gives her a kiss on the cheek and that's it. Thank you. That's over now. Peace. So, everybody on the fucking beach. The crew is on the beach. They ain't heard from Meech. Francois has a marker identifying like a number on his arm, like motherfuckers giving tattoos in the Holocaust with that World War II shit, right? And he says it was his father's number to remember his struggle, right? T says, isn't it disrespectful carrying your family's trauma and shit? Like, fuck all that. Francois, like, you can't escape it. Two things can be true with that. Your family trauma, like say women that have babies, you can't shake the curse of teenage pregnancy in families and shit. You can, if you got to stop believing in that shit and believe it's gonna be you and do things different. However, some shit is just generationally gonna come about you and it keep on happening. Francois, pain is forever. Life is for the living. Live your motherfucking life. Let that pain go and do your thing. You don't worry about that pain. Let that shit go. And one thing I liked about that shit, when going back to Glock guy getting buried in that Haitian funeral, And the priest was like, yo, Glock was like, we on some revenge shit. Revenge shit. Revenge. Whatever the fuck they were saying. And Dawg was like, man, that's for the next life. I'm telling you, African traditional religions are circular religions, yo. It's not you live, you born and die like Judaism, Christianity, and shit. Circular religion. You don't complete your job, what you're supposed to do, you gotta come back. Get that shit done. In another life form, we don't know because we not dead. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. Meech showed up smoking a cigar like shit, like it ain't shit, right? T talked about the moves he made when Meech was gone and all that shit, and he was making boss moves, and he did what's best for them, and he was glad, but that shit wasn't comfortable being making all these moves without his brother. So he got that bitch out the way. But T knows his place. I'm running Detroit, you running shit. When we running shit together, though, can't nobody stop us, B. Get her out the fucking way, B, and now we can make more moves. So that we see Henry, we see Henry, Hoop coming out, taking out the trash at the restaurant. Somebody say Hoop, and it's Henry, and she let loose and kill my man, yo. Fuck, not Hoop, G, though. Hoop was the coolest nigga on there, man. Cool as a motherfucker. Everybody know a Hoop, man. Good-spirited ass nigga, ride with you till the wheels fall off. Let you know how they feeling, man. Just good ass nigga, man. My nigga Hoop, man. R.I.P., man. We gotta take a shot. Take a sip for Hoop, man. R.I.P. Hoop, man. Damn, man. Them niggas ain't gonna like that shit. Meech ain't gonna like that shit. T ain't gonna like that shit, yo. We see the Red Dogs catch the boys coming back to Atlanta saying they had a tip that they was coming back bringing some dope. Remy and them snitching ass punk motherfuckers. And Red Dogs like, yo, we gonna impound your shit. And they like, how y'all gonna pound our shit, fam? And they was worried about finding shit. They like, you ain't gonna find a stash spot. So, but now they got no product. Fuck. Whew. All right. Following episode, trailer predictions for the season finale. Man, we had up and down season, so let's talk about it. Of course, at the end of the episode, there was the mental health number. The fuck? There was the mental health number. I'm thinking it was about Jen's marks on her arm. When Henry was talking about it, might be about Francois' tattoo as well, though. So we see they're back in the A, right? Well, T asked someone with Meech, what's your plan? It looked like they was standing side to side. They could have been talking to each other or talking to somebody else. We see Red Dogs dap up someone when they're walking by and give him something in his hand. Then we see them going through a glove box. We see Meech like on the playground saying, I'm going to put an end to this shit once and for all. So are we talking about the Henry shit? Do they go back to Detroit? Are we talking about the shit with Glock? Are we talking about the shit with Remy? It could be anybody, right? T tells Meech, moms and pops are calling it quits for good. We can see them both on phones. That could be a splice conversation. Lucille's and Charles say they're friends forever. So that's going to be dope that they're going to remain to be friends. That's how it should go. Henry gets a call, right? Talking to Jen, and Jen like, baby, is that business? And then Jen on the couch, and she choked Jen and shit. Look like Henry done cut her motherfucking hair bald and shit. So she choked Jen, talking about, nah, it ain't business. I want to have fun and all this shit. So who knows? Might got a call from Jen and blew her motherfucking cover. So we see Duffy shooting. We see the crew. We see Remy's crew saying it's game over, like 5 cats. And Meech's like, hell no, it ain't. So, man. Final thoughts. Season finale next. Y'all know season finales in this shit go crazy, right? It's not a power universe show, but it's gonna. We know the season finale gonna be fire. So far, they 2 for 2 with season finales and shit. So somebody gotta die. Glock might have died down in Miami. We gotta wait to see that shit. And this to be the season finale. Remy gotta die for killing Ty Washington. Meech gotta make that shit right because that shit happened the last episode season finale. So we gotta make this shit right. We got to make this shit right when Ty Washington got murdered. So by Remy and them. So we all good? We all good, y'all. All right. Let me know in the comments, Konfidencers. Let me know in the comments, Clutchers. Maybe I hope I didn't get that shit from Drewski and them too. That one cat that always say "ers" at the back. But yeah, I mean, we got to figure out what the mob is, y'all. So y'all got to let me know what y'all. What are y'all? Who are my followers, my supporters? You know what I mean, what are we calling y'all? Confidence in the Clutchers? What are we calling y'all? So we got to figure it out, right? It's crazy, y'all. Get your confidence together, get your clutch together, listen to and follow the network on various platforms, confidenceintheclutch.podbean.com, wherever you listen to your podcast. Search Confidence in the Clutch. Follow, share, rate, and review is important. Follow us on X and Instagram at Kane and K. Visit us on Facebook at Confidence in the Clutch. Weekly, your boy, your boss, Donald Nelson, D-Nail, Dizzle, Deezy, Deezos, Deezy D, Deezos, Don D, Don P, Lil D, Don Real Digger. Your host of the BMF Reverberation podcast, the Confidence in the Clutch podcast about the acclaimed TV series BMF. Have a safe and healthy night. If you listen during the daytime, I got to come out damn fingernails. If you listen during the daytime, create a great day on purpose, man. We about this bitch. Have a safe and healthy weekend, y'all. Take care of your families. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your mental health. Make sure you have some options to relieve some stress. Take some self-care. I need to go get a pedicure, man. We about this joint. Peace. 3, 2, 1. Confidence on 3, in the clutch on 6. 1, 2, 3.
Confidence.
4, 5, 6.
In the clutch.
Confidence in the clutch.